Welcome everybody to the weekly vlog, and look, guess who's back? What is up everybody, and welcome to the weekly vlog. This week we're catching up with Toby. We're talking about our next biggest challenge, and we'll let you know how we're getting on with marathon training, because guess what, it's gone a bit peak time. So look, it's back, look. Wave to the nice people, Toby. Producer Toby, if you watch the Long Run live stream or follow along the Long Run podcast. Nice plug there, did you see I got that in? So Tobe has been AWOL for about a month. When I say AWOL, I do see him like 3 times a week when we're doing the clubs and stuff, but on our long runs he's been a busy boy. This is the problem. Well, it's not a problem, it's just a good thing, but this is the thing that happens with life getting in the way of marathon training, because Toby's been working, I've been on stuff at the weekends, and it's been hard to get those long runs. And funny enough, Toby, I was chatting to Al last night, he said the same thing. He's really struggling at the moment to get his long runs in.
Well, a handsome runner as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So
everything's a long run.
He's got no problem with the speed, and I'm guessing it's the same for you, but we'll catch up in a sec. But he's saying he's struggling. By the way, look, beautiful river lake. But yeah, he's been struggling, not with the speed, he's been doing all those sessions at long runs as well, because races, events, courses, and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, same boat really. So where are you at in terms of marathon training? It's like the camera just made a noise.
Marathon training, back at week 1.
But it does feel like we're, oh, by the way, can we just say something? Look at these. It's like a cow with 2 udders, right? They're driving me nuts. All I keep doing is getting wet. This one's like shoving water at me.
It's got active root in it though, so...
But look, tell me,
well,
as you're running along, would that annoy you? Let me know. Hashtag
me or the bottles.
both. Look, would that annoy you running along next to it? Sorry, Toby, as always, interrupt you. So, where are we at, bruv? Where are we at?
Yeah, I think the midweek, the speed, the general miles are being... You can kind of slot them in, but it's the long runs. So around work, evening activities, you know, weekend activities, races, 10Ks. It's quite hard to fit it all in, really, isn't it?
I know, we're out doing 16 today miles. We're trying desperately to get back on track, but again, next weekend there's a race. So I've got to figure that out. So it's coming thick and fast, and we've got like 10 weeks, bruv. So I think every long run, my view, and this is where I want to get your opinion, Toby, we'll do it live on YouTube. But it's basically, my idea is that every long run we can get, we're punching 16, 18 or 20. So whatever we can get in, we get in. Work like devils on the speed stuff, right? Trying up our mileage in the week as best we can. But long run wise, we just got to get whatever chance we get, bag of 16, 18 or 20, depending on temperature.
Temperature and time.
Yeah, temperature and time, I think.
See what we got.
Yeah, we said like today, 2.5 hours, didn't we?
Yeah.
We've basically got time to be out for 2.5 hours today. So, because like work and stuff like that. So, we allowed ourselves 2.5 hours to get this run done today. But I think that's all we can do, Toby, really, isn't it?
Yeah, you've got to take the time when it's there.
Morning.
I thought you were making you.
Yeah, I know. It's so hard. Let me know in the comments if you're struggling the same as well in terms of getting everything in with marathon training, summer races returning and all that. We're really interested tonight. Right, so should we tell them about our next awesome challenge?
What's that?
What? Listen to this, right? I've just had to listen. Tell them what you just told me. This is the nonsense, right? He tells me off, right, for talking nonsense and being annoying. Listen to this, go.
It's an active, constructive conversation.
Right, go.
This is nicely, you know, fitted in its pouch,
Yeah.
wobbling around. Active route, water. Do I want to disturb the water? Because it might become like active route, be annoying.
If anyone wants to run with me, just give me an email, DM me, Instagram. It's just getting too much. Way too much. Two things. He's sorted his water bottle situation out. But look, Toby, do you remember?
That's our skydiving practice.
So look, before we talk about the next big change, let's talk about what we've done, Toby, because the viewers ain't seen you since you got stitched up. I mean, you did your jump out of the plane. And we got a lot of good feedback from that, Toby. A lot of people felt sorry for you.
Thank you very much.
For like being left on the plane. I say I'm still really annoyed about that, how they did that. And
Because you gave him a list, right?
you got any proof of that?
Yeah, but obviously I wouldn't have been last on that list.
Have you got any proof that I gave anybody a list?
No, I'm pretty sure my guy sat on the door for longer than he needed to as well.
Right, okay. It's amazing how this all like, it's just a coincidence, I think, Toby.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely a coincidence. Anyway, how did you find the skyathlon? And he walked, by the way.
I had a stitch. Like adrenaline.
Yeah.
It was actually, I was hating it. I was dreading it on the way there. But actually, once you're there with everyone on the plane,
Yeah.
there's only one way down.
Yeah.
And actually, as soon as you're out that plane, you forget about everything.
Yeah.
And it's probably one of the best experiences.
Yeah, it was. I think that's the thing, so. But for me, it wasn't necessarily the skydive, it was the whole day.
Yeah.
Like, and I hope that came across on the blog, because like a bit of boys on tour, but like, you know, typical 40 runs stuff, just having a laugh really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Cheering people on, runners of all abilities, people who've never cycled before, obviously people who've never jumped out of a plane before, but pushing ourselves to the limits, trying to do something awesome, but in a different way. And I think that's what gave me the biggest buzz.
100%. It's the days of being there with everybody else. And it's made it so much better and nicer.
Yeah, even the marshals, right?
Yeah.
Even seeing Big Al, which we only worked out afterwards, he took his t-shirt off, took his shirt off, and just had a bib on. I mean, at his age, probably shouldn't really be doing that, but it was just summed it up, didn't it? It was so good. I was exhausted the next day, no matter you. I was absolutely shattered.
I was exhausted by the run.
You was in like, he was, last bit on this, he was in like a coma. We was at KFC. And I was literally just ordering everything. Like we had 2 big bags. I think we had 3 buckets of chicken, everything. But he was standing there, Wendy was talking to him. And I could see that he was just going in one ear and straight out the other. He had like this glazed look over his face. It was so quality. You were done, weren't you?
Oh yeah, once I got back, guys.
He was done. But yeah, I'd recommend if you want to do the skyathlon next year, make sure you hit me up on Instagram. Did you hear that? I don't think you caught that on camera. Vegas Skyathlon half marathon. That's what we're planning next. That's not the big challenge. That is coming to Vegas soon, I think, Todd. Soon.
Coming soon.
Basically, when Mrs. Fordy allows me to go to Vegas. But then the problem is, I've got to get on a plane, Tope. But have I overcome that fear?
Well, try it out.
Who knows? Let me know in the comments. Have you done a skydive? And now you're over your fear of flying. Let me know. So, next big challenge. So this is what the viewers have all been waiting to hear about. Now, he doesn't really know much about it. Shock. But we're going to be running up Snowdon. Now, Snowdon, this is where my bad education comes in. I think, is the highest in the UK. Help me out, people. Pass.
Highest in miles.
It's highest in miles, we think. Let us know in the comments. But anyway, we thought it'd be a good idea because the charity, Transitions UK, is doing a massive walk up there. It's got like 50 walkers going up there, which is awesome. It's going to raise loads of money. But as always, I'm thinking ambitiously, so, aren't I? Ambitious, but rubbish. So I said, why don't we run up here? Now, it is done. It's doable. There's actually a Snowdon Marathon that takes place, or usually takes place the day that we're doing it, but it's not because of COVID, all that sort of stuff. So we have decided to run up Snowdon. Now the elevation is basically the guide on the Strava's that and that. I'm told that it's worse going downhill on your legs. So, and the path we're taking is the easiest because don't forget, we're everyday runners. We're not some mountain goat machine trail running hillbillies that just absolutely smash the hell out of everything. We're not. we will try our best. Apologies for the wind noise on the camera, right? But we will try our best and probably do an average job. Yeah, but it's going to be fun doing it. So the total distance ain't far, Toby. It's only like 4 miles up, 3 miles back or something.
Why is it less coming back?
I got no idea. But I think it's like 8 or 9 miles. That don't even add up to 9 miles, does it? But anyway, it's not far, but it's the elevation. So the other thing behind the thinking, as always, there is some thought behind this madness, is that we should be in our best shape, because we'd have gone for a marathon training cycle, we'd have done the marathon a couple of weeks beforehand, so we still should have some fitness. We'd have had a couple of weeks to recover, so we should be then ready to go. Do a bit of hill training in between, and then off we go. I mean, what's the worst that could happen, Toby?
To walk.
We could walk. But you know what, I ain't too bothered, are you?
No.
Nah. So there you go. That's our next big adventure, people, after the marathon.